Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Om Shivaya, Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Ram, Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Ram, 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 Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Ram, Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Ram, Ram Ram Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Ram Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Ram Ram Hare Ram, Ram Ram Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Ram Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Ram Ram Hare Krishna, Hare Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Jai Shri We'll do some Kirtan. Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Vihari Gopijana Vallabha Girivaradhari Gopijana Vallabha Jai Radha Madhava Kunja Vihari Gopijana Vallabha Girivaradhari Jai Radha Madhava Kunja Vihari Gopijana Vallabha Girivaradhari Yashodanandana Brajajanarandana Yamuna Tiravanachaari Yashodanandana Brajajanarandana Yamuna Tiravanachaari Yashodanandana Brajajanarandana Yamuna Tiravanachaari Yashodanandana Brajajanarandana Yamuna Tiravanachaari Jai Radha Madhava Kunja Vihari Gopijana Vallabha गिरिवरधारी जय राधा माधव कुंज बिहारी गिरिवरधारी यशोदानंदन व्रजनंदन यमुनतीरवनचारी यशोदानंदन व्रजनंदन यमुनतीरवनचारी Hare श्री राधा गोपी वल्लभ की जय। श्री जगन्नाथ बलदेव सुभद्रा माई की जय। जय श्री निताय गौरंग भगवान की जय। ऐसी भक्ति वेदांत स्वामी श्रील प्रभुपाद की जय। श्रील गुरुदेव की जय। श्री ब्रह्म मध्व गौड़े गुरु परंपरा सांप्रदाय की जय। श्रीमद् भगवद गीता की जय। ऑल असेंबल्ड डिवोटीज की जय। निताय गौर हरि प्रेमानंदे। हरि हरि बोल।
And Super Raji ki jai. Actually, these are the two people who have been unanimously elected in the managing committee of my own wish. And we hope that because our goal was that we should support this activity, and I hope that Super Raji is also there and Nanda is also we are confident. So the main purpose is that such activities should continue. So I think we are being successful in this.
And Anurag Prabhu ki jai. Thank you, Super Prabhu. Om Gyantimirandasya ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरोन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। श्रीचैतन्यमनोभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले स्वयं रूपा कदा मह्यं पदान्तिकं वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरो श्रीयुतापदकमलं श्रीगुरुं वैष्णवांश्च श्रीरूपं साग्रजातां सहगना रघुनाथान्वितं तं सजीवं साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजनासहितं कृष्णचैतन्यदेवं श्रीराधा कृष्णपदान् सहगना ललिता श्रीविशाखान्वितांश्च हे कृष्णा करुणा सिंधो दीनबंधो जगत्पते गोपेशा गोपिका कांत राधा कांत नमोस्तुते तप्त कांचना गौरांगी राधे वृंदावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्य एव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्त वृंद। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। Please repeat after me. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
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 Narayanam Namaskritya नरं चैव नरोत्तमं देवीं सरस्वतीं व्यासं ततो जयमुदीरये नष्टप्रायेषु अभद्रेषु नित्यं भागवत सेवया भगवती उत्तमश्लोके भक्तिर्भवती नैष्टिकी कृष्णाय वासुदेवाय देवकी नंदनाय च नंदगोपः कुमाराय गोविन्दाय नमो नमः नमः पंकजनाभाय नमः पंकजमालिने नमः पंकजनेत्राय नमस्ते पंकजांग्रे नमो महाबदन्याय कृष्ण प्रेम प्रदायते कृष्णाय कृष्ण चैतन्य नामिने गौरत्विषे नमः नमो ब्राह्मण्याय देवाय गौ ब्राह्मणाहिताय च जगद्दिताय कृष्णाय गोविन्दाय नमो नमः नमः ओं विष्णुपदाय कृष्णपृष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदांत स्वामीनिति नामिने नमस्ते सरस्वती देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्य देशतारिणे जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्त वृंद हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे रुकुं करोति वाचालं पंगुं लंघयते गिरिं यत्कृपः तमहं वन्दे श्रीगुरुदीनतारिणं श्रीपरमानन्दमाधवं श्रीचैतन्य ईश्वरम् ओम पवित्रो पवित्रो वा सर्वावस्थं गतोऽपि वा यत्स्मरेत् पुण्डरीकाक्ष सभ्याभ्यन्तरं शुचे श्री विष्णु श्रीविष्णु श्रीविष्णु Hare Krishna. Thank you everyone for joining. My request, people sitting in the back of your chairs, you can maneuver in such a way I can see you. Some of you are sitting behind each other. So you can come a little in between here and there. It's easy to, I know who is there. Sorry to make you get up again. ताकि मैं आप सभी को देख सकता हूँ. And thank you all the youngsters who have come here today. It's so enlivening to see that today's youngsters are looking forward to learn Bhagavad Gita, right? Because this is the time we can firm our spiritual life, entire life actually. And if at this age we go in a different direction, or a materialistic life, then we'll never be happy in life. Happiness comes through service. Right? And we're all here trying to do service. Even I am trying to do service. I'm not any guru or anything. I'm just sitting here trying to repeat what my guru has taught me. And I might make mistakes also. And I please request you to forgive me for any mistakes I make. And correct me also. So we are right now in the 5th chapter of Bhagavad Gita, which is actually the core of Karma Yoga, action and Krishna consciousness. We had started with the third chapter where Lord Krishna spoke about duty. What is duty? What every human being should do as duty. Then Lord Krishna went into knowledge to do the duty. That is fourth chapter. Knowledge to do the duty. Transcendental knowledge. Then in fifth chapter, Lord Krishna is saying how to apply that knowledge while we do the duty. Right? Action and Krishna consciousness. Spiritual life doesn't mean we will sit in one corner and we'll do a japa and say that this is all it is. Of course, japa is most important. Japa means to take shelter of the Supreme Lord. When we say Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. There is no difference between this calling and calling of a child calling his mother, a child calling his father. Because you're taking complete shelter. A child doesn't have anybody else except his mother and father, isn't it? If his mother and father abandon a child, what is the situation of a child? Same way, we are all who have taken birth in this material world are not calling for our father. Right? We are abandoned, not abandoned, but revolted and lost children of our father. And our father is Lord Shri Krishna, as explained in Bhagavad Gita. He wants us to call his name, so he'll come and take all of us. Why is he not coming and taking all of us right now? Because we don't want to go to him. We have too many attachments. We have too many priorities, other priorities. Right? Or we have lived so many lives without him that now we think we don't need him. But we are suffering in this world. There is no happiness in this world. Actually, there is no suffering also, there is no happiness also. This whole world is created to make us remember God. That's all. Some or the other way, you'll be made to remember God. That is what Mother Durga does. She has a big trishul. Adhyatmika, Adi Bhautika, Adi Daivika. With the three things she will poke us in the back saying, now call for Krishna's name. Right? And she's working under the order of Lord Shri Krishna. Where Lord Krishna himself says, Maya Adhyakshena Prakriti Suyadasya Characharam Hetunanena Kaunteya Jagad Viparivartate. He says that Durga, Prakriti, is working under as per my Adhyaksha. She is working for me. And what is she doing? She is doing all the activities through which we can remember him. Whether in a good way or in a fearful way. Whichever way. Right? The same Durga who stands with her tongue coming out, with her eyes popping out, with her 8 hands holding all weapons, whom we cannot face, none of us can face. But when you go in front of Krishna, the same Durga goes behind Krishna and puts a gungan. Because I am Krishna's sister, right? I am Krishna's devotee. So when you approach Krishna, the same Durga becomes very merciful, right? To make us go to Krishna. The same Durga is called as Subhadra in the spiritual world. Subhadra. The same Durga, when she comes to the material world, is called Bhadra. Right? Extremely auspicious, Subhadra. Here also extremely auspicious, but with a lot of fear and force. Right? The whole material world is created so we can remember Krishna. Remember that. Right? Your house that you live in is created in such a way that you remember your parents, isn't it? All the time. As soon as you get into your house, won't you remember your parents? What did my father buy for me? What did my mother make for me? What did my father give me? What did my mother give me? That's what you come in the mind. So it's whole material world is actually created to remember Krishna because he is the one who has created the material world. Not only the material world, material and spiritual world. Aham sarvasva prabho matta sarvam pravardate iti matva bhajante maam buddha bhava samandita. He's very clearly telling. In 10.8, 10th shloka, 10th chapter, 8th shloka, he's clearly saying, Aham sarvasva prabho. There is nothing beyond me. Matta parataram nanyat kinchidasya dhananjaya. There is no devata above me. There is no one equal to me. Everyone is below me. I am that person. Right? Nobody else has told this in any scripture. In my little years of spiritual experience, I have not seen a scripture where even anybody is saying what Krishna is saying in Bhagavad Gita. And that is the reason Shankaracharya, as soon as he saw Bhagavad Gita, he said, done. There is no question of any other devata. Eko Bhagavan, Devaki Putra. Eko Gita, Devaki Putra Gitam. These are the words of Shankaracharya. Right? Ramanujacharya, Madhvacharya, Nimbarkacharya, Vishnu Swami, and so many great acharyas, they have concluded after studying all the scriptures. We don't have time to study scriptures. We don't have time to brush our teeth only. That is our life today. Right? You have to run for everything. But those great acharyas have already done that job for us. They already done the job of reading the entire Vedic scriptures and finally coming to the conclusion where everybody has concluded in the same authority, Bhagavad Gita. There is no scripture higher than Bhagavad Gita on the whole universe. Forget about India. You cannot compare a Bible or a Quran or anything to Bhagavad Gita. They're all like one of the subsets which are telling one aspect of Bhagavad Gita to a local crowd in a certain place. That's all. But Bhagavad Gita is applicable to the whole planet. Because Bhagavad Gita is not about converting anyone. Bhagavad Gita is to tell who you are. To who come. Forget about, even before your birth, who you are. Does any scripture talk about before birth who you are? There is no scripture on the planet which talks about before birth who you are. It only talks about after birth, become something. Right? After birth, do something. That's all it talks about. But Bhagavad Gita talks about before birth who you are. Dehinosmin yatha dehe kaumaram yavanam jara tatha dehantaras praptir dhirastatranam yati. Saying this deha, kaumaram yavanam jara, you're just going to pass and you're going to take the next body also. Right? Jatasya dhruva mutyor dhruvan dharma mrutasya tasmad apariyarte natvam sochitam arhasi. He's saying like a person removes his clothes and wears new clothes. In the same way, we have been changing clothes. All these bodies that you are currently seeing, whatever hairstyles you are having right now, whatever body that you are currently having right now, whatever age it is right now, these bodies you have taken many times. Many times you have taken this body. Don't think any separate, oh Prabhu, I'm this. You're not thing. This body is meaningless. This life itself is meaningless, if you really look at it. Because everything related to this body is temporary. After you die, will you be allowed to withdraw your money? Huh? The other day I went to a bank account, to a bank, I was signing and he was rejecting my check. He's saying, no, it's not your signature. Sir, I am the one. It's my signature only. No, sir, your signature is not right. Sir, I am sitting in front of you. You can see my ID card, same face. Right? No, sir, your signature is not matching. Did anybody have that experience here? Your signature is not matching, right? After some time, don't worry. Everybody will have that experience where your old signature in 2023 will not match the signature in 2045. You will struggle how to sign. And your own money you can't take. When you are alive itself, your identity is in crisis. What to speak of when you leave this body? Everything that you're relating to has no meaning. No meaning. Prabhuji, mera paisa, mera salary, mera plot, mera land, mera compound wall. पागल हो. मेरी बीवी, मेरा पति, मेरा बच्चा, कुछ भी तुम्हारा नहीं है. मेरा प्रेसिडेंट, मेरा वाइस प्रेसिडेंट, मेरा ट्रेजरर, जॉइंट ट्रेजरर, पागलपन है, कुछ भी नहीं है. Of course, we have that elections and all that. Why we have elections? Because we need some leaders who will represent God. Actually, that is the purpose of election anywhere. Because what does God want us all? What does God want all of us to do? To be happy, to be cooperating, and to come back to Him. That's all He wants. So, leader means the one who represents God and implements those policies what God has given in Bhagavad Gita in every place. That is a leader. Yad acharati shreshtas tat evataro jana sayat pranamam kurte lokastad anuvartate. Lord Krishna is telling who is a leader. Definition of a leader. The one who sets a great example. He is a leader. The one who does exemplifying acts, sacrificing acts. He is a leader. The one who works for others. He is a leader. And the one who leaves leaders behind after he dies. He is a leader. Remember that last thing. Right? Leader is not somebody who is great and everybody depends on him. He is not a leader. He is a third class fellow. When the whole society is depending on one person, that fellow is a useless fellow. He should be removed. Leader means the one who creates leaders. And even after him, the lineage continues. Like Lord Shri Krishna. After he left 4 sampradayas. Shri Vaishnava Sampradaya, Rudra Sampradaya, Kumara Sampradaya, Brahma Sampradaya. And all these sampradayas are giving the same knowledge of Bhagavad Gita as it is, even after he has left. It's not like Lord Krishna has left the Bhagavad Gita gaya. No. Today also we are holding Bhagavad Gita in our hands. We are very fortunate to even hold this book. Even to touch this book, we are very fortunate. Which is saying Bhagavad Gita as it is, without any compromise. What Krishna has told, speak it without any compromise. Don't try to make audience which will be happy with you. Make an audience which is happy with Krishna. That is the goal. Even if only one person is sitting in the class, after hearing the truth, प्रभु जी बहुत heavy बोल रहे, मेरे को नहीं आना क्लास, मत आओ. हमको सिर्फ उसी की जरूरत है जो भगवद गीता सीखना चाहता है. है कि नहीं? There are how many stars in the sky? Millions of stars. Does even one star give light in the night? Which is that one star which gives light in the night? Moon. So you want 1,000 stars or one moon? One moon. So Prabhupada, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada, when he preached Krishna consciousness, highest philosophy in the Western countries, Paschatya Desha Tarani, when he went there, a lot of people told, Swamiji, ज़्यादा मत बोलो, ज़्यादा बोलने से भाग जाएंगे लोग. Don't tell more. If you tell more, these people will run away. Prabhupada said, no, I am not here for stars. I want moon. I am here looking for moon. No compromise. No compromise. Whether you are ready to accept the philosophy, whether you are not ready to accept the philosophy, I have to tell as a teacher what is told by Krishna. Somebody has to tell the truth, na? हर कोई हाथ मिलाता रहेगा, सारे लाते, कौन बोलेगा सच, कौन बोलेगा? Somebody has to tell the truth. और सच कैसा मीठा होता है, कड़वा होता है? अच्छे लोगों के लिए मीठा होता है, हाँ? अहंकारी लोगों के लिए कड़वा होता है. जिनके मन में अहंकार बैठा है, the people who are too filled with ego, for them truth is very bitter. But bitterness is needed to cure the disease. Did anybody get jaundice here anytime in life? Anybody? Yeah. When you have jaundice, one of the best medicine is what? Sugarcane juice. Sugarcane juice. Right? They say sugarcane juice is one of the things that helps one person get out of the jaundice. How is sugarcane juice? Sweet or bitter? Sweet. It is supposed to be sweet. But when you have jaundice, it's the most bitter. When one drop of sugarcane juice, you'll feel as if, nikalo isko muh mein se. You'll spit it out. It's so horrible. But sugarcane juice is a cure for jaundice. In the same way, Bhagavad Gita is a cure for our ego. Bhagavad Gita is a cure for our identity. Bhagavad Gita is a cure for all the misconceptions we have carried in life till now. And Lord Krishna, in 5th chapter, is telling how to apply spiritual knowledge in life, so that we can go back to Him. Ultimately, the goal is what? Goal is to go back to Him, not to live here. Even if you want, can you live here? कितना दिन जियोगे? कितना उम्र है? What is your age? 21. Hare Krishna. 21. Can anybody guarantee Prabhuji will be pakka 22 years? I'm not talking inauspicious. I'm telling practicality. Can anybody guarantee today I will go back to my house? Come on. Bet लगाते हैं. लगाओ bet. Today Leelanand Das will go back to his house. Let's bet. कोई भी नहीं है. You all believe in death so much or what? Huh? But you know the truth. Padam yat pipadam natesham. That is the situation. Huh? In between I have an ego. Think I am chartered accountant, I am MBA, I am falana dhimka, gada, kutta. Right? I am big ego I have. Oh, I am this, I am that. अरे तू घर तक नहीं जा सकता, इतना तेरे ऐसे औकात है तू. You can't even go to your house. What to speak of going to house? How many of you can guarantee that you can get up and stand straight right now? Don't challenge God, huh? बिठा देगा वहीं पे, सुला देगा वहीं पे, है कि नहीं? Somebody said, Lord Ram took so many people, so many Vanar to kill Ravan. Lord Ram doesn't need to take anybody to kill Ravan. एक मच्छर जाएगा वहां पे, मच्छर. जाके उसको मलेरिया देगा, मर जाएगा रावण वहां पे। उतना क्यों? लॉर्ड राम इज सिटिंग इन द हार्ट ऑफ एवरीबडी, ही विल जस्ट से स्टॉप पंपिंग, रावण मर गया वहीं पे, है कि नहीं? Krishna, Rama, Matsya, Varaha, Kurma, Narsimha, they all do these leelas for what? To attract us. God doesn't need to do all these things. He does all these things to attract us. अरे अभी तो आजा, right? ये सारे मूवी जो देख रहा है, you are attracted to all the stars right now. एक एक के मन में कौन बैठा है? किसी के मन में प्रभास बैठा है, किसी के मन में पता नहीं बूढ़ा शाहरुख खान बैठा है, हाँ? किसी के मन में ऐश्वर्या राय बैठी है, उसको निकालो, उसको साफ करना है, साफ करके किसको बैठाना है? राधा कृष्ण को बैठाना है, राधा मदन मोहन को बैठाना है कि नहीं? Then you will be happy. The same Radha Madan Mohan deities in ISKCON abbots, people are seeing them for the last 50 years. They are still young, they are still so attractive. 50 years back, I don't know how we were. Some of us were more than 50 years. But Radha Krishna are always attractive. Again, we are never bored. And Krishna also likes to be attractive, by the way. Every morning I send a picture of Radha Raman, right? The black deity, small black deity. It is worshipped in Vrindavan. How many of you have gone to Vrindavan? Lift your hand. Oh my God. बाकी लोग पर्सनल लोन लो और वृंदावन जाओ, मरने से पहले जाओ, ठीक है? बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है. Go there, go to Krishna Balram Mandir, go to Radha Shyam Sundar, and go to Radha Raman. My favorite deity is Radha Raman. I go there, I just keep looking. You know how big is Radha Raman? You know that? This much. He comes from a Shaligram Shila, a small Shaligram Shila. There was a Goswami called Gopala Bhatta Goswami. He used to worship. There are 6 Goswamis of Vrindavan who excavated all the places in Vrindavan 500 years ago on the order of Lord Krishna. When Lord Krishna came as Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he told his 6 disciples, go ahead and excavate all the places. So one of the Goswamis is Gopala Bhatta Goswami. Everybody were getting Krishna deities. He only got a Shaligram Shila. And he was like, how can I dress a Shaligram Shila? Shaligram Shila is like a round rock. Every day he used to say, I want to dress you, but I don't know how to dress you. And one fine morning, the Shaligram Shila manifested into Radharaman. And since then, Gopal Bhatta Goswami dressed the deity, and he has a whole lineage. Even till now, the same family which was maintaining 500 years ago is maintaining even right now. और वही चूल्हा that Gopala Goswami started the fire is still now burning, and on that only the prasad, the bhoga for Radharaman is made. We had gone there. Beautiful. And Radharaman likes to be attractive. Krishna likes to be attractive. Every morning, the deity worship is so personal. They take 2 dresses or maybe more, and they ask Krishna, which one you want to wear? Can you believe it? They do that. They take it, their dresses, but Krishna, which one you want to wear? And they see that Krishna smiles looking at a dress. And that dress they wear it. He smiles. And when he smiles, teeth comes out. Radharaman's teeth comes out, even now. If you observe closely, you just zoom, you'll see, you can see teeth. And sometimes you can see, sometimes you can't see. You can close his mouth also. Right? And then for lunch and dinner, he doesn't have it where he's standing. He needs a dining table also. They literally take the deity to the dining table. There is a dining room. There he has his bhoga nicely. And then that is served to the whole public who comes there. This is called Krishna Prem. In Vrindavan, Krishna is part of our life. In Gachibowli, he is not part of our life. Sometimes he's part, Sunday mornings. But in Vrindavan, there is no life without Krishna. In everything there is Krishna. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. The ones who are Krishna conscious are always happy. When you're not Krishna conscious, you're lost. You don't know whom to serve, how to serve, how long to serve, whether they'll be happy if you serve. Tell me one person in your life who's completely happy with your service, whether or not you're married. Huh? Can you guarantee this person I have served and is completely happy. Ek hai, that I have done this service. Are your parents happy with you? I can tell you my parents are not happy with me. I will not talk about my wife. My children are definitely not happy with me. If you come and call them, you say, "Mere pitaji ekdam bakwas." Who is happy with me then? Who can be happy with me? Only Krishna can be happy with us. Does it mean we will not serve our parents, we will not serve our children, we will not serve our wife and husband? No. Krishna will be very happy when you serve them nicely, but keeping him in the center. That is called Krishna consciousness. That is called application of Krishna consciousness in life, which is what Lord Krishna is talking here. Now let's get into the 5th chapter with this preface. I think we finished till verse number 9, but we'll just read the verses. We'll just read kind of a recap because there is 2 weeks gap that has happened. Kalyuga memory, everything must have gone. So we are going back to 5.1. I'm just reading the translation. Arjuna said, "O Krishna, first of all, you asked me to renounce work, and then again you recommend work with devotion. Now will you kindly tell me, definitely, which of the two is more beneficial?" Right? Krishna is telling after the 4th chapter, "Bhaiya, kuch to thik tarah se bolo." On one side you are telling, take knowledge and be happy. On the other side you are telling, go and do work. Which is more beneficial? The practical question, no? Yeah. Because the last chapter was what? Transcendental knowledge. Pura ज्ञान ले लिया. ज्ञानी बनना है, भक्त बनना है? भक्त बनना है. बस क्वेश्चन वही है. ज्ञानी बनना है, भक्त बनना है. क्या करना है? Second verse. The Supreme Personality of Godhead replied, "The renunciation of work and work in devotion are both good for liberation. But of the two, work in devotional service is better than renunciation of work." Krishna is very clearly telling. तुम्हें सिर्फ ज्ञान लेके वहां बैठ के मेरा ध्यान करना, you want to sit in that corner and remember me and be in meditation? Is that good? He said, that is also okay. Or I want to work for you, Krishna. I will do everything for you, Krishna. I'll build temples for you. I'll chant your name. I'll preach your message. I'll distribute Bhagavad Gita. Krishna says, that is also good. But among two, which is most preferred to him? Work and devotion. Work and devotion. Krishna never says don't have children. Krishna says have more children. But make those children into devotees. What is the duty of a mother? To make her children into devotees. So, to give an environment, to provide an environment in which the child becomes a devotee. That is the greatest duty. बच्चे को खाना तो सुअर भी खिलाता है, बच्चे का देखभाल तो बंदर भी करता है, समझ रहे हो? Every animal also protects children. There is no difference. What is the difference between a human being having a child and an animal having a child? Animal only provides 4 things. Ahara, nidra, bhaya, maitunam cha. Prabhuji, mera bachche, even mosquito will have its child there somewhere. Mera mosquito, mera cockroach, mera gada, right? Usme koi farak nahi hai. Maybe what I'm telling is very heavy, but accept that. I'm telling you, ahara, nidra, bhaya, maitunam cha. Animals also protect their children. Animals also love their children. There is no difference. Maybe sometimes humans might run away to protect their children when they are in danger, but animal never runs away. It will protect its child in all cases. It will even risk its own life. Human beings also do that, but maybe we might be constrained, but animals don't. A hen, when you try to go and take its egg or try to take its chick, it can even fight with a human being. Hen, it will jump on your face and try to poke you out. I don't know how many have experienced that, right? But if a human being is standing there, an elephant comes and tries to take you and your child, you will first run. You will not fight with the elephant. You will tell, "Bachche, bhag, 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 bhag." But a hen will even fight with the elephant for its child. So what I'm trying to tell, I'm not trying to tell that our love is lesser than animals, but I'm trying to tell loving children is there everywhere. But what is the difference between human love and animal love? Human being will love his child in such a way that the child will never take birth again. The child will never take birth again. That is the duty of a human. And when will you not take birth again in this material world? When you become qualified to go to the spiritual world. Right? You have to have qualification, right? ऐसे चल भगवान आपके धाम आ जाऊंगा, आऊं क्या? Can you do that in front of ISB? Go to ISB and say, मैं तुम्हारे ISB में पढ़ना चाहता हूँ, मुझे ले लो ना. लेगा कोई? Anybody will take you? हाँ? IIT हैदराबाद की बात, मुझे IIT करना, मुझे ले लो ना. कोई लेगा आपको? लेगा? हाँ? तो भगवान क्यों लेगा तुमको वापस? एंट्रेंस लिखना पड़ेगा, प्रिपरेशन करना पड़ेगा. डिफिकल्ट टेस्ट नहीं है, डिफिकल्ट टेस्ट नहीं है. जस्ट कीप कृष्णा इन योर लाइफ. In everything, keep Krishna in your life. That's all Krishna is asking for. Patram pushpam phalam toyam yome bhakta pranashyati. He's saying, just give me a leaf, give me water, give me fruit, huh? Give me a flower. But give me this with what? Love. Give it to me with love. And that's all I need. The moment you show any love towards me, my dear children, I will take you back to our abode. Krishna is not even saying, my abode. He's saying, Ghar Vapsi. Actual Ghar Vapsi is that. When we all go to our spiritual world, to our Father. Lord, it is mentioned in the Puranas, anybody who sees Lord Jagannath when he comes out of the temple, anybody who sees Jagannath, he will get the same opulence of God in the spiritual world. Can you believe it? Opulence. Everything that Krishna has, you will get. Just for seeing him, he's come out of the temple, you are looking at him, and Krishna is enough. Okay, give him all the properties I have. Does anybody do that? Huh? Give him all the powers I have. What to speak of somebody who comes and pulls the rath? Just for seeing, Krishna is giving all that. In Puranas, Devatas are saying, when the rath is going, Jagannath's rath is going, if somebody is just walking with the rath, not even pulling the rath, it's just, okay, it's going, let me also walk 2 steps. With faith, you will not take birth again. Over. Krishna is so, he's looking at this much. Jagannath's eyes are how? Like this. Not like this. They're like this. Why? He wants to see who is interested in me. Huh? Even one small good thing have you done? Small good thing have you done? Small service have you done? God doesn't want too much from us. He just wants us to love him, to recognize him, that he is our supreme well-wisher. He is our true friend. On Friendship Day, we go and tie so many bands to so many friends. Lift your hands if you lost your friends anytime in life. Friend भी गया, उसका बैंड भी गया, और बैंड बजा के गया, है कि नहीं? No friend is everlasting, Prabhus and Matajis. In this world, no friend is everlasting. The only friend who comes with us, body after body, life after life, reminding us that I am your father, please come to me, is Krishna. Right? So serve him. Great opportunity. Right? Great opportunity. Why are we doing Rath Yatra in this community? There is no temple also here, right? Some people, Prabhuji, there is no temple. Why are you doing Rath Yatra in this community? I am doing because you are not going to temple. We are doing Rath Yatra because we are not going to temple. Itne busy ho gaye. So God can come and see you. That is the reason we are doing Rath Yatra. Right? That is the mercifulness of God. There is deities in our house, Jagannath, Baldev, Subhadra. They are telling us, kitna din teri surat dekhu. Bahar jaake, I want to see my children. Everybody who has Jagannath in his house, he should do a Rath Yatra. Because Jagannath doesn't want to sit in the house. The form of Jagannath itself is, I want to go and see others. I want to go and see everyone. I want to reclaim my children. Right? So we do Rath Yatra every year. In every community, wherever we live, Rath Yatra has happened. And what is a temple? What is the meaning of a temple? Where Lord is worshipped. Right? Your heart itself is a temple. If you have Jagannath in that heart, the heart itself is a temple. You carry that heart and walk around. That is also a yatra for Jagannath. He is seeing through your heart everybody else. And when you have deities, you take that Jagannath and go out. Right? And I'm also requesting, we are raising some funds for the Rath Yatra. There are 50 people sitting here. Even if you give some, we are good for the Rath Yatra. Please come forward and give. क्योंकि साथ में कुछ नहीं ले जाने वाले हो. Whatever you give is going to be used for Prasad of Jagannath. Rath we have already made. Rath is already made. Huge cost. Whatever we have to incur, we already incurred. Devotees came and gave. Please make Rath for us. Make for us. Rath aa gaya. But now we have to pull that Rath. And we want to give Jagannath Prasad to all the residents. All the residents, because we don't want anybody to take birth again. Right? A devotee is not somebody who wants to go to God. A devotee is somebody who wants to take everybody to God. Then only you are a devotee. Right? There is no, once very senior devotee in our society was saying, our response society was saying, there is no question whether a devotee of Krishna will go back to God or not. There is no question. There is no discussion also. A devotee of Krishna is going back to Krishna. Of this there is no doubt. The only question is how many is taking with him. That's the only question. Right? So there is no end to it. There is no end to service. कितने लोगों को भाग्य मिलता है बोलो? Tell me, in this whole Gachibowli area, how many people are getting an opportunity to serve Jagannath? You people are getting, because you are part of his satsang. Many people don't even know. They don't even know. Go to Gauli Doddi. Ask Jagannath कौन है? Nobody knows. Rath Yatra हो रहा है? हाँ? हो रहा है? They don't even know. But we know. We are privileged to know. How many of you in 2021 planned that you will sit like this and hear Bhagavad Gita class? 50, right? How many of you in 2022 planned that you will actually hold a Bhagavad Gita in your life? So who is planning? हम लोग पागल हैं अगर सोच रहे हैं कि मैं प्लानिंग कर रहा हूँ. He is planning everything. He is pulling us to this place. Again and again and again and again, he is pulling us to this place. Previous life also, he was pulling us. We are too busy. After appraisal, I will come for puja. Appraisal खराब हो गया, मुझे कृष्णा की जरूरत नहीं है. Appraisal अच्छा हो गया, तभी भी कृष्णा की जरूरत नहीं है. That is the situation. So we are very fortunate. I'm going to forward a link to each one of you. I'm already forwarded. Please come forward and contribute. We are short of funds, but be rest assured, because funds are short, Jagannath Rath Yatra will not stop. Jagannath का रथ यात्रा होने वाला है और वो होके रहेगा. Do you want to be part of it is the only question. You understand? You want to be part of it is the only question. If you're not part of it also, Rath Yatra will happen. But be fortunate. Prabhupada said, I'm making unfortunate fortunate. When he went to America, he said, you're all very unfortunate. I'm making unfortunate into fortunate. I'm giving an opportunity to know who is your father, how to serve the father. Right? Let's become fortunate by being part of it. And when you're giving, don't count, because Krishna doesn't see what you're giving. Krishna sees what you're keeping. And he doesn't want our money, he wants our love. He wants our love. Please, everybody come. There will be lots of services. We need at least 15 devotees to make Rangoli for Jagannath to go. When Jagannath Rath is going, we need Rangoli. Can we have some volunteers? Can you lift your hand? Making Rangoli in front of the cart. Nobody wants to do Rangoli? Huh? You know what is Rangoli? Muku. Right? We all can make. I'll get the powder, color powder I'll give. That day, when do you have Rath Yatra? In the evening, right? Afternoon you can sit. Each one can take one location around the building, make the Rangoli. Because God is coming, He wants to see how we are preparing for Him. We want volunteers for coming and making the Rath, garland, the whole Rath. We'll bring the garlands. Just come and put the garlands, make the whole Rath, decorate the Rath. Right? We want 4 devotees who will take the Lord, who will dance and come to the cart. Jagannath doesn't come like this walking. He comes like he is a drunkard. Like, have you seen a drunkard person? He falls here, goes there, this, that. Pura dance karte hua aata hai. You see Jagannath Rath Yatra in Puri, he dances and comes. So you have to hold Jagannath and dance and come. And then you keep Jagannath on the cart. And then Jagannath says, Chalo, abhi dekhna hai mere ko. Which architect, which software engineer, which useless fellow is sitting in which balcony. I want to see. But these people don't want to. They want to sadao in this world. But I want to jagao out of this world. Okay? So please enthusiastically participate. And that is what is Krishna consciousness. That is what is Karma Yoga. Using our abilities, our skills, our talents, and our very life force in service of Krishna. That is Jagannath Rath Yatra. Right? Hare Krishna. So, Lord Krishna is saying, work for me, that is better. Third verse, Lord Krishna is saying, one who neither hates nor desires the fruits of his activities is known to be always renounced. Such a person, free from all dualities, easily overcomes material bondage and is completely liberated. O mighty armed Arjuna. He's saying the person who does activities, whether he gets the fruits of the activities, whether or not he doesn't get the fruits of his activities, he should not be disturbed. He should not be disturbed. Meaning, ऐसे प्लान किया, ऐसे हुआ, नहीं हुआ, फर्क नहीं पड़ेगा. I will still continue to do what I'm doing. You understood? 2009, I was sitting like this and giving classes. Nobody was there. Only my wife was there, and she was giving me class. 2010, I was giving class. One person was there, right? Who was grown up enough, my son. Huh? 2011, one colony person came to complain, what is this fellow doing? He sat for some time. He became my audience. 2012, my wife said, nobody will listen. Just shut up and do your sadhana. Said, no, I'll give a class. One person came. 2013, Krishna felt, this useless fellow doesn't know how to talk. This useless fellow doesn't have any knowledge. But he's not giving up also. What to do? He sent 5 people. Ja baitho wahan pe. 2014, 10 people decided that if we don't sit, this fellow will go to mental hospital. So they sat. And even now, 55 mental patients are sitting here. Because unless you are mental, why will you listen for me? Huh? Do your service without any expectation. Without any expectation. Just do your service. What is your service? To read Bhagavad Gita, not Leelananda Gita. Again, to read Bhagavad Gita. You should do this. That is what Krishna is saying. If you are detached from the results of your actions, you are actually doing the perfect action. You are doing the perfect action, meaning you are completely in Krishna consciousness. You are not attached at all. So Krishna is saying, work for me, but work without attachment. Text 4. Only the ignorant speak of devotional service as being different from analytical study of the material world, Sankhya. Those who are actually learned say that he who applies himself well to one of these paths achieves the results of both. So Lord Krishna is saying, merely some people are doing japa, some people are doing bhajan, some people are working for him. Some people are sitting and understanding the material world, how this God has created, Sankhya Yoga, analytical study. Some people like to do analysis of how the world is made, this, that, scientists. They are also goodly, rightly situated. So if you are in devotion, you don't need to demean people who are not doing devotion in the way you are doing. They are doing devotion in another way. They are writing books to understand this material world, and finally their conclusion is Krishna is God. But their way of approach is different. See how beautifully Krishna is saying that everybody can approach me in different ways. Don't misunderstand between each other. Somebody is doing Dhyana Yoga, somebody is doing Karma Yoga, somebody is doing Bhakti Yoga. But in all the 3 yogas, Krishna is there. Then only it's yoga. Simply sitting and moving your breath up and down is not yoga. Yoga means to connect. The word itself means to connect. Connect what? Mind, body, soul. Towards God. That is very important. Towards God. Where your mind is connected to God, your body is connected to God, your soul is connected to God. Then that is yoga. Okay? Text 5. One who knows that the position reached by means of analytical study can also be attained by devotional service, and who therefore sees analytical study and devotional service to be on the same level, sees things as they are. He's saying some people like to read Vedas. Some people learn so many shlokas, right? They come, and then they see one Mataji, one simple Mataji, sitting in one corner and chanting Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna. And this person, तुमको क्या मालूम है कृष्णा के बारे में? मैं बताता हूँ कृष्णा के बारे में. Right? I have read Bhagavad Gita. I have read Bhagavatam. I have all the knowledge. I have all the knowledge. Right? What will you speak about Bhagavad Gita? But Lord Krishna is saying that that lady is also advanced. Right? She already reached the conclusion that Krishna is God. So she is nicely sitting and doing japa. Because you have not reached the conclusion, then you are reading all the books. So don't demean people who are doing just devotion. I have one of my friends, he lives in US. He used to tell me, his name is Yoga Lakshmi Narasimhan, right? His name itself is Yoga, from Tamil Nadu. Yoga Lakshmi Narasimhan, very dear friend of mine. We did CA together and all that. So he used to tell me that his grandmother, I think in Karyakudi, somewhere in Tamil Nadu, there's a place called Karyakudi. So his grandmother would get up, like 3 o'clock in the morning, every day. She will get up 3 o'clock in the morning every day, and she has a small DT of Laddu Gopal. Small DT. And that is being given to her from her mother and long time. So she would keep that small DT of Laddu Gopal. So every 3 o'clock in the morning, she'll get up. And what she does? She will wake up the Lord, she'll take bath, and then she'll prepare a laddu. She'll prepare a fresh laddu that morning. Every day, not like once in a week. Every single day, old lady, she'll prepare a laddu. And then she will ring a bell and she'll open the door exactly at 4 o'clock. Every morning. And then she will break that laddu and she will feed to the Laddu Gopal. And every day she cries when he is eating. She's just crying. It's very difficult for us to understand. Why should anybody cry? क्यों रोना है? दे दो ना लड्डू. रख दो वहां पे. How many of us keep bhoga in front of God and we cry? Actually, God cries. क्या बनाए हैं? नमक नहीं है, चीनी नहीं है, पता नहीं क्या हो रहा है. But this old lady, she makes that laddu and she gives to Krishna and she cries. And my friend, who was young boy, I have seen his entire life, his grandmother doing that every single morning. And he never understood. And he went and asked, Mom, Grandma, why are you crying? And why are you doing that? He's God. He already has so many laddus. You don't have to prepare. Your age is increasing. Your age is increasing. You don't need to do this every morning. Or do it a little later. You don't have to get up so much. Okay. Grandmother, should we go? I'll take you out on vacation to some other place. I will take you to some other city. Huh? Why don't you go to some other country? We'll go. As he grew up, she was not interested in anything. For her, the best thing was getting up in the morning, open that little mandir, and make a laddu for Krishna and feed him. I'm asking all of you a question. Do you think that Mataji, that old lady, has to come and attend these classes here? Does she need to know all the shlokas of Bhagavad Gita that we are reading right now? No. Because she already understood the essence of Bhagavad Gita. Maybe in past life she attended classes. Next life she has become a perfect devotee. Understood? So never look at devotional people who are doing devotion cheaply. Never look at them. And never compare who is sitting beside you with yourself. You don't know. You don't know who they are. You don't know how many lives they have lived, in what level of devotion they are. You don't know. The most advanced person is sitting in front. I am giving class, but I am junior to that person. Right? Because he has come after so many lives of devotion. He's continuing his devotion. Lord Krishna explains that in 6th chapter, the continuity of devotion. So never compare one devotee to another devotee. Never do that. Right? Appreciate even a small devotion anybody does. You know, small children, they pluck a flower, they go and keep it in front of Krishna. That is very precious for Krishna. Not your 1 lakh donation or 10 lakh donation. It doesn't care. Lakshmi Devi, the superintendent of all reserve banks across the universe, is pressing the leg of Krishna. And you are telling, Krishna, I gave 100 rupees. Huh? Oh, Krishna actually gave 10,000 also. You are a fool if you are thinking you have given anything. Because she only gave through you. She's engaging you. She's engaging you to be in devotion. Don't do Lakshmi Puja. Do Lakshmi Narayana Puja. Lakshmi Puja, Lakshmi doesn't sit there. Hanuman Puja, Hanuman doesn't sit there. If you do Ram Puja, Hanuman will sit there. If you do Narayan Puja, Lakshmi they will sit there. You understood? Everything is interlinked. Use the resources of Krishna in service of Krishna. Use your senses in service of the master of the senses. Master of the senses is Hrishikesha. Hrishik means senses. Kesha means the one who is master. Right? Hrishikesha, Hrishikena Sevanam Bhakti Rukshate. Bhagavatam is saying. Use your senses in service of the master of the senses. That is called bhakti. Simple. Use your talent in service of Krishna. That is called bhakti. Right? So we should do that. Huh? And don't undermine people who are doing devotion in different ways. Because they are doing according to their situation. Text 6. Merely renouncing all activities, yet not engaging in devotional service of the Lord, cannot make one happy. But a thoughtful person engaged in devotional service can achieve the Supreme Lord without delay. Right? Lord Krishna is telling here very clearly in 6th shloka that merely renouncing activities, I have renounced everything because I am detached from everything. I am detached from everything. I don't want my wife, I don't want my children, I don't want anything. I am totally detached person. If somebody lives like that, he will go there and marry another 6 wives. What are the 6 wives? Anger, pride, lust, ego, illusion, envy. These are the 6 wives you are carrying with you. What wives have you left? Instead, stay in that house, take care of your wife, take care of your family, and make them Krishna conscious. You understand? Once one person, he wanted to do tapasya. You know, he was some architect in Infosys, maybe frustrated, or some other IT company. He got frustrated in life. He left. I want to do tapasya. So he went to some hill, some big hill, and he wanted to do tapasya there. There he saw there is a very nice spot to do tapasya. It's like on a corner of a big stone, where he has a nice scenic beauty also in front of him. Whenever he opens his eyes, you can see nice scenic beauty. That I'll do tapasya here. I will sit down and I'll do tapasya. He went there. As soon as he sat, one sadhu, one person who was just wearing one kaupin and with matted hair, he started, hey, get up from there. That is my place. Get up from there. That fellow was shocked. Hey, you are a sadhu. Looks like you left everything many years ago. You are attached to this place now? You understand it? What is the use of your being a sadhu when you are attached to one rock? Earlier you were attached to your house, 3-bedroom flat, block 1501. Now you are attached to this rock. है कि नहीं? उससे अच्छा वहीं रह लेते. Why to sit on this rock and say that you are a sadhu? Instead, go and sit in your house and do tapasya there only. What is the tapasya? Tapasya is to do austerity of taking a chappal and beating our ego every day. That I am something. I am great. I am phalana. Right? ये जो ego है ना, इसको हटाना है. वो तपस्या है. Tapasya is not, controlling your breath. Tapasya is not doing upavas. Tapasya is not, saying, I will not eat this. Right? That is not tapasya. That anybody can do. But real tapasya is to make our ego less. That I am great. I am something. I am very, very great. You are nothing. You are all servants of God. If you have that identity, then we are good. So Krishna is telling here very clearly that merely renouncing all activities, not yet engaging in devotional service of the Lord, cannot make one happy. But a thoughtful person engaged in devotion service can achieve the supreme without delay. Become a devotee and you will achieve Krishna. And becoming a devotee means what, Prabhus? What comes to your mind? Becoming a devotee means what? तिलक लगा के बैठना. Of course, तिलक भी लगाना चाहिए. ये dress पहन के बैठना. If wearing this dress makes me a devotee, then I only need to spend how much? Dhoti is 200. Kurta is 180. कितना हुआ? 380. 40 रुपए का खांडवा कितना हुआ? 420. I can wear this and make a 420 out of all of you. Again, this is not a devotee. These things are okay. Yeah, I wear this because this is a devotee. This dress doesn't make me special among anyone. Simple dress. Again. But what makes one a devotee? What makes one a devotee? When he sees Krishna in everybody. When he sees God in everybody. Pandita Samadarshina. Can you say that? Pandita Samadarshina. He tells that in this 5th chapter, as we go forward, Krishna says, if you cannot see God in others, you can't see others as children of God, you are not a devotee. Devotee is Paradukha Dukhi. Can you say that? Paradukha Dukhi? Paradukha Dukhi means what? When somebody is sad, he also becomes sad. Outside what we have? Paradukha Sukhi. That fellow is suffering. अच्छा. Bhagavad Gita पढ़ने के बाद you should become Paradukha Dukhi. He is suffering. How can I help him? How can I give? These are qualities of a devotee. The one who sees God in everyone, the one who serves everybody, and without any expectation. Right? Text 7. Lord Krishna is saying, one who works in devotion, who is a pure soul, and who controls his mind and senses is dear to everyone. And everyone is dear to him. Though always working, such a man is never entangled. Right? He controls his senses. Vacho vegam, manasa vegam, udharapasta vegam. Bhakti Shastri. Agree? Huh? The one who controls. Who can be a guru? Tell me who can be a guru? 3 mahine I will not come out of my house. I'll have a big beard also. Am I a guru? Huh? Come on. Guru banne do na, kuch to chance do. Who can be a guru? I know all Sanskrit shlokas. Am I a guru? I know all Shastras, all Vedas. Am I a guru? What makes you a guru? How can one become a guru? Who is a guru? The one who repeats the message of God without manipulating it is a guru. The one who has a guru is a guru. Understood? And one who never says that I am guru is a guru. ऐसा मिला क्या कोई गुरु आजकल? हाँ? है कोई गुरु ऐसा? Ramanujacharya, whose statue is made there, never told that he is a guru. He told my guru is Kanchipurna. He told my guru is Mahapurna. He told my guru is, Yamunacharya. He never told he's a guru. The guru never tells that he's a guru. And the guru engages everybody in service of God. He is a guru. And the guru who sees everyone with the same vision is a guru. Right? Such gurus are very rare. We don't even hear such gurus. Isn't it? We don't even hear such gurus. So the one who works in devotion, who is pure soul, who controls his mind and senses, is dear to everyone. The one who, why did I go in that direction? Shastra explains who is a guru. The definition of guru is given. The one who controls his senses, the one who controls his anger, the one who controls his mobile phone. Right? The one who controls his tongue. Vacho vegam, manasa vegam, udharapasta vegam. Right? Huh? Jivha vegam. Tongue. Tongue for what? Not only for eating, even for speaking. When you speak in such a way, it is respectful to others. Right? Such a person can have disciples around the world. Such a person, not any other person. To become a guru, you need to have those qualifications. And Lord Krishna is saying, the one who controls his senses and performs action for me, he is great. Right? Though he looks always working, such a man is never entangled. Entangled meaning what? He is not attached to this world. He is just doing activities in this world for the sake of it. He is not anyway attached. He opens a temple, he is not attached to the temple. Tomorrow the temple will kick him out saying, you don't come to this temple again. No problem, I'll go and open another temple. Wherever you go, you are serving God. 8 and 9, this is what we did last week. A person in the divine consciousness, although engaged in seeing, hearing, touching, smelling, eating, moving about, sleeping and breathing, always known within himself that he actually does nothing at all. Because while speaking, evacuating, receiving, or opening or closing his eyes, he always knows that only the material senses are engaged with their objects and that he is aloof from them. Meaning he engages himself completely. Whatever he is doing, he is engaging himself completely in service of God. Right? Such person is doing karma yoga. Such person is doing karma yoga. Lot of people say Bhagavad Gita means what? Karmanyavadhikarasya. Kaam karo, maro. Customer ko lao, kashta karke maro. Customer, kashta karke mar. Hai ki nahi? No. That's not Bhagavad Gita. Bhagavad Gita means do what pleases God. Okay, we'll take a 30-second break here. We have Hari Krishna Prabhu who has come here. Yes, can we stand up once, Prabhuji? So Hari Krishna Prabhu is contesting election here. So there is some election happening here. We only pray that please allow these activities to continue when you're elected, Prabhu, and people can vote, when Prabhuji is in election. You want to say anything? Or? Yes. Sorry, this is not part of Bhagavad Gita, but you want to support? Hare Krishna. This one. Yeah.
Sorry guys, of course it is not the part of this event. As Sarji said, just now said, of course it was inevitable for one post, Vice President. Rest all was unanimous. Sarji is an AEC member. Subbarao Garu is there is a treasurer, joint treasurer. Yeah. So it was unanimous almost, and even we tried for the whole 10 members to be unanimous, but unfortunately one post we had to go for elections. So regarding me, I'm there since April 2021. I was one of the very first residents of my home, Krishe, and I live in block 42102. We had in the initial days lengthy discussions with my home committee members and all. Of course, on the work front, I am working as Dean, Maladi School of Engineering, Maladi University. So just now said the qualities of a guru, and just retrospecting myself. I'm a guru by profession. My father was, my mother also was. Of course, they both were, and regarding me, whether I am or not, have to definitely look in retrospect myself when it comes to the qualities that Sir was telling. So this is regarding my front. Of course, I have been forwarding my messages in the groups. Hope you all come and vote on the day 25th, which is in the clubhouse. Vote for that. There is a symbol assigned to me. Thank you, sir. Thank you for giving me an opportunity to tell your devotees, tell these devotees here present about elections. Thank you so much. I don't want to disturb much of this flow that is happening. I'll go ahead and listen. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
Thank you. The whole point is we want these activities to continue in every community. How many of you agree with that? If you agree, can you say loud Hari Bol? Hari Bol! The whole point is that that we are all children of God and we want to engage ourselves in service of God, right? So I encourage every one of you that please bring the leaders, anybody, bring the leaders who will support these activities, who will not be a hindrance in these activities. In the name of secularism, in the name of whateverism, we should not stop. We should not stop these activities. Why we should not stop these activities? Is it just about religion? No, it's not about religion. It's about our connection to God and our happiness wherever we are, right? So there is one more gentleman, Mr. Joy. He's also going to come here sometime. He also said he'll have a word. That's fine, right? But my only request to all leaders, including Subbarao Garu sitting there, is please let us encourage children to get good values, families to get good values, so that our future is bright. So future is filled with happiness. And that can only happen through satsangs like this. Okay? Hare Krishna. So now we are going to the verse. We are just crossing that verse of Lord Krishna, 5.9. Please go to 5.10. Brahmani adhaya karmani sangam tyaktva karotiya lipyate nasa papena padmapatram ivambhasha. Please repeat after me. One who performs his duty without attachment, surrendering the results onto the Supreme Lord, is unaffected by sinful action. As the lotus leaf is untouched by water. Right? A lotus, right? Such a beautiful flower. Does it stay inside the water or outside the water?
Outside the water.
Is it touched by the water or untouched by the water? It is in the water. It grows in the water only. How can it be untouched? That is a beauty. See, Lord Krishna has created so many things in this world, and you can learn from nature. If you really focus on these things, you can learn from nature. You can learn from a tree. You can learn from a bird. You can learn from a flower also. Lotus teaches us a lesson that I am in the water, but I am not touched by the water. You keep a drop of water on a lotus leaf, it will fall down. You cannot keep a drop of water on a lotus, which means lotus doesn't touch water. It doesn't allow it to touch water, and it's inside the water. Right? That is how we should be in this world. We are in this world, but we are not of this world. We should just engage ourselves in service of God without any attachment. Without any attachment. What can you learn from a tree? Anybody? What can you learn from a tree? Mataji's, Prabhuji's? Is there anything to learn from a tree or no? It gives shade. It gives shade. What else? कोई mango नहीं खाए क्या? It gives fruits. It gives oxygen. Huh? It stands there with full patience. No matter how sunny it is, how windy it is, it stands there. Isn't it? What else? It gives good environment. It stops the clouds to pour rain. It bends down as it grows. If trees go upwards, we will not get any fruits. It bends and gives fruits. Isn't it?
Its root is inside the earth as the
Exactly. Its roots is going down, and the roots stop, the floods. They keep the soil very tight there. What else? Come on. It gives wood. It gives wood. This thing that I'm sitting on is made of a tree. A tree has given this wood, and because a tree has given, I'm sitting here. Tree is giving. Even after it dies, its roots, its body is used for making, cooking, right? Or making anything, isn't it? We should be like a tree. We should be like a tree. These are the things we should learn from a tree. Right? So environment, so who made the tree? Krishna. Aham sarvasva prabho matta sarvam pravartate. He's the one who's saying, I made all this creation. 8.4 million species he has created. And from everybody you can learn. Who is a teacher here? Please lift your hand. Sir is only lifting, but actually everybody is a teacher. Can everybody lift your hand once? Please propose, recognize that you are a teacher. How are you a teacher? Because of your behavior, you are teaching somebody. Everybody is a teacher. Your behavior is teaching somebody. You all accept or no? Huh? Knowingly, unknowingly, you are a role model of somebody. Knowingly, unknowingly. You might keep a pot in the balcony, nicely clean it and put water. Somebody else is looking at the balcony and says, I should also keep a pot like that. Without any your knowledge, you can be a teacher to somebody. But if you are a smoker, you are a drunkard, you are a womanizer, then what are you teaching? What are you teaching? Wrong things. You're teaching wrong things. Knowingly, unknowingly, you're teaching. Today, what is the problem in society? Nobody thinks that he's a teacher. Actually, you're a teacher. Yad yad acharati sheshta tat tat evataro jana. Lord Krishna is saying, 3rd chapter, 21st sloka. We finished the sloka previously. That be responsible when you're a teacher. Because the whole next generation will be ruined if you are a bad teacher. If you have bad habits, if you speak ill, you don't have any respect towards God, you don't have any respect towards divinity, you are spiritually illiterate, then you will make the future also spiritually illiterate. It's a very responsible position. And all of us are there. Tomorrow you're going to have a child. For the child, who is the first guru? Mother and father. If mother and father are spiritually illiterate, बच्चे का क्या होगा? बताओ. Once I was keeping satsang, I told in the community, I will also teach the children. All the children of the community are sent. एक माँ बाप भी नहीं आया. I asked one father and mother, sir, why don't both of you come? No, we want our children to learn Bhagavad Gita. तुम्हारा क्या होगा? अमजद खान का डायलॉग है ना, क्या हो? तेरा क्या होगा कालिया? है कि नहीं? नहीं सर, भगवद गीता हमको नहीं चाहिए, बच्चों को चाहिए. क्या बना रखा है अपने आप को? Children see their parents and learn. See those two children there, the twins, right? Our regular attendees. Last 1 year they are attending. Their whole family is attending. Those children will become devotees, not because I am speaking lecture, because their parents are devotees. Simple. You cannot make your children what you are not. If you are an idiot, your children will become maha-idiot. That's what he'll do. If you are a fool, he'll become a maha-fool. That's all he'll do. If you are a Nastik, your children will become maha-Nastik. If you are a burden to the society, your children will become maha-burden to the society. That's what they'll become. Don't expect a world that you don't contribute to become good. Don't expect a world. That person is shouting, that person is behaving like that because you're also like that. We influence others. So it's a very important thing. Everybody should learn values. And where do you learn values? Pythagoras theorem has what value? Tell me. Can you learn Pythagoras theorem and tell I'll be truthful in life? Pythagoras theorem, I'll be truthful in life. और कौन सा theorem है bro? बताओ 2-3 theorem फेंको ना वहाँ पे. Law of relativity. I have learned law of relativity. I'll be obedient in my house. Has it any relation? कोई इंजीनियर बन के अच्छा आदमी बन सकता है क्या? कोई डॉक्टर बन के अच्छा आदमी बन सकता है क्या? नहीं बन सकते. अच्छा काम कर सकते हो. You can be a good engineer, good chartered accountant, good doctor to do good work. But you cannot be a good person. You can become a good person only when you become a devotee of God. And how will you become a devotee of God? When you learn about devotees of God. When you learn Mahabharata, when you learn Ramayana, don't say that Adi Purush Ramayana. वो पता नहीं कौन सा पुरुष पैदा किया उसको, right? When you see Ramayana, when you talk about If you teach your child how Ram reacted to the demand of his father, then you will make a great child in your house. If you teach your child how Yudhishthir agreed to the demands of his uncle, you will make a great, great person, a great leader in your house who is completely detached. If you teach your child how Arjun listened to the orders of Krishna, you will make a great devotee in your house. Only through example. We can teach only through examples. बहुत philosophy बोल चुके हैं, है कि नहीं? Everybody gets forwards in your WhatsApp in the morning, isn't it? क्या forward में क्या बोलते हैं? Be nice, do good, great good. है कि नहीं? Some nonsense, some forward will come. How many people are actually following those forwards? Tell me. हाथ उठाओ. I am following all the forwards. Every morning I see the forward. Yes, today I am going to implement it. Be truthful always. I am going to implement it. Your wife will tell, what do you have? Are you available today evening? Meeting है. पहला झूठ सुबह ही बोल दिया. कोट यहाँ से आया, यहाँ से झूठ चला गया. है कि नहीं? Tell me why people are not able to follow these quotes. Why people cannot follow the quotes that come by WhatsApp? Why? Are the quotes wrong? Are you wrong? Then why people are not able to follow these quotes? Because they don't have an example who is following these quotes. Simple. If I don't see an example in front of me who is actually following these quotes, how can I follow those quotes? And where will you find these examples? पठान मूवी में दिखेगा? हाँ? किधर दिखेगा ऐसा एग्जाम्पल? रामायण में दिखेगा, महाभारत में दिखेगा. If you are not taking care of your parents, do you think your children will take care of you? They will not take care of you. Simple, very simple logic. If you are not taking care of your in-laws, do you think your daughter's husband will take care of you? No. If you're not helping your friends, do you think your children will help his friends? We have to follow the principles of Bhagavad Gita and show our children what they need to be. Why do you think we are preaching to so many youngsters? Because तुम लोग थोड़ा बेंड होने का चांस है. 50 साल के बाद बेंड नहीं होते लोग, है क्या प्रभु जी? अनुराग को ऑलरेडी ठहर चुके हैं ऐसे. तू क्या बोलेगा बोल, प्रसाद कब पे बोल, खत्म. बोल जितना बोलना है, लीलानंद दास बोल. 10-15 को मेरे को मालूम है क्या करना है. There is an opportunity to bend. Of course, Dandot Prabhu, as I'm not just saying that we have to change the next generation. पिछला generation already हो चुका है, right? We have to learn Bhagavad Gita. Let's do one more shloka. कायेन मनसा बुद्ध्या केवलैर इंद्रियैरपि योगिना कर्म कुर्वन्ति संगम त्यक्त्वात्म शुद्धये. The yogis, abandoning attachment, act with body, mind, intelligence, and even with the senses, only for the purpose of purification. Right? Yogis are doing what? They are controlling their breath. They are giving austerity to their body. They are giving austerity to their mind. They're fixing their intelligence on one point for what? Ultimately to achieve what? To purify yourself. And purify what? Our thoughts. Our thoughts have to be purified. That is called yoga. Yoga means to purify your thoughts, to connect to the purest. Who is the most purest? God. Krishna, the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Krishna is the most purest. So to connect to him, I have to purify my thoughts. If you are coming to Satsang and still not purifying your thoughts, then what is the use of that Satsang? What is the use of Satsang? I have to put an attempt. At least I should attempt. Let's try to make one resolution today. Whoever wants to do, can do. I will not use bad words, filthy words against anybody. Can we make that resolution today? No? No matter what happens, let's say, I will not use bad words, hurtful words, filthy language towards anybody. Khatam. Khatam. Finish. जो बोला बोला सुना जगन्नाथ ने सुना मेरे घर में. लेकिन डरा नहीं रहा हूं मैं. We have to make this kind of resolutions. Otherwise, how will we become pure? Tell me. Huh? You will come to Satsang, you will chant shloka of Bhagavad Gita, and then you'll go to office. What some problem comes, and all the ABC words start coming. Then where is the purity? Tell me, where is the purity? Again. Now, purity doesn't come overnight. We have to deliberately make an attempt. It's not easy. Maybe after making the resolution also, you might fail. But get up again and say, no, नहीं, मुझे नहीं करना है, मुझे गंदी बात नहीं बोलनी, कुछ भी हो जाए. I'll be respectful. Of course, I have to get some work done. I have to shout, but shout in a good words. Like my wife shouts on me, Hari Bol! Hare Krishna, she shouts at me. Right? चिल्लाओ, लेकिन चिल्लाते समय भी जो यूज करना है वो यूज करो, ठीक है? So we have to control our senses. A yogi means a person who controls his senses. Krishna is saying, who controls his words, who controls his actions, who takes austerity. It's not easy. Austerity for a definite benefit in future. Austerity for a definite benefit in future. That is called yoga. And Krishna is saying, the yogi is abandoning attachment, act with body, mind, intelligence, and even with the senses only for the purpose of purification. अपने को यहाँ पे किसी को उद्धार नहीं करना है. I am not sitting here to do uddhar to you. I am doing uddhar to me only. समझ रहे? How many people went in a flight? Sometime, somewhere. What do they tell? That air hostess comes and tells, अगर oxygen level कम हो गया, बाजू वाले को oxygen देना है? या उसको oxygen देना है? एयर होस्टेस को? किसको ऑक्सीजन देना है? अपने आप को पहले दो. आप पैदा क्यों हुए? आप खुद को उद्धार करने के लिए. किसी और को करने की जरूरत नहीं है. टाइम है तो करो. पहले खुद का उद्धार करो. Understood? First deliver yourself, then deliver your family, then if you have a good neighbor, or if you have a good colleague or friends. If you get more, you can. But first to who? Yourself. Be greedy. Spiritual life, be greedy to become pure. Greed is a negative word, but greed is a very positive word in spirituality. Laulyam. The Sanskrit word of greed is laulyam. Laulyam is good when you want to apply it for the right purpose. I am greedy to finish my rounds every morning. No matter which call comes, I will not lift that call because I have to finish my committed number of Hare Krishna mantras. I am greedy. I am greedy to spend time to learn Bhagavad Gita. During that time, I don't want any other disturbance. Understood? I am greedy to serve people. I am greedy for my services. Right? One person in Vrindavan, he was lifting, in Yamuna, he took some water and his service is to take that water to the temple. Yamuna water he takes every morning to the temple so that they use that for Abhishekam. One person went, my guru, actually, he went and told that person's name is Ghansham Baba. He went to that Ghansham, Babaji, I will lift that for you. And he said, no, I'm not giving it to you. No, I will lift it. No, I'm not giving it to you. I'm greedy for this service. This is the only service I have. This is the only service I have. If this also you will do, what will I do to Krishna? I'm greedy. If you want to lift, go take another matka. But this is my service. That greed is good. Right? All the negative emotions that we have can be converted into positive. What are the negative emotions we have? 6 anarthas. Kama, Krodha, Lobha, Mada, Matsarya. Krodha. Is anger bad? It is bad. But in devotion, you can use that anger also. When somebody speaks ill about a devotee, when somebody speaks ill about God, you can use the same anger to tell him the right answer. Understood? Arjuna had to use anger to kill Duryodhana. Because anger also is needed. But in whose service? Not in your service. In God's service. Right? Greed also can be used, as I just now told. Every negative emotion can be used in service of Krishna except one. One anartha you cannot use in service of Krishna, and that is pride. Krishna doesn't like proud people. Because pride brings all the other anarthas. The root cause of all the anarthas is pride. If you are proud that you are part of the satsang, your fall down will start right now. You'll go outside and say, अच्छा ये तुम लोग सत्संग नहीं अटेंड करते, इतने गिरे लोग तुम लोग. मैं देखो, मैं एकदम सुपर. Every Sunday I go to satsang, पूरा Bhagavad Gita सीख लिया. I am the best. खत्म. That is where your fall down will start. Okay? From pride comes expectation for respect. And when that expectation is not fulfilled, what comes out? Anger. आज सत्संग में प्रभु जी मेरे तो देखे भी नहीं. क्या समझते अपने आप को? मैं उनके सामने से चल के गया, फिर भी नहीं देखा, है कि नहीं? तो यहाँ प्रभु कौन है? Expectation, right? No. Do expectation. Trinadapi suvichena, taroropi sahishnuna, amananiya manadina, kirtane sada. Every emotion can be used in service of Krishna except pride. Stay away from pride and stay always cautioned on pride. Why so many relationships are in soup today? So many divorces are happening. Why? Pride. I am marrying this girl, she has to keep me happy. I am marrying this boy, he has to keep me happy. Again, when you enter a married life with that expectation, how long can a man be like Brahmanandam, cracking joke? कितना देर वो जोकर बन के रहेगा? और कितना देर वो जोकर बन के रहेगा? कितना? How much can you entertain each other? Purpose of marriage when it took those pheras is to do service together, not to expect service from each other. That fundamental is left out, and no wonder so many divorces are happening. तुमने टूथपेस्ट किधर दबाया, ऊपर या नीचे? मैंने ऊपर दबाया, नीचे से दबाओ, मैं नहीं दबाऊंगा, तलाक. टूथपेस्ट के लिए तलाक. तुम ऊपर से दबाना, नीचे से दबाना, तलाक. Small little things people are. Why? Pride. I am great. Can you make sabzi tomorrow? Can you make this sabzi tomorrow? You are telling your wife to make sabzi? Have you don't know about woman empowerment? You are abusing your woman? You are abusing me? Baap re. Har cheez ke liye. Actually, there is no word called abuse in Sanskrit. It's a Western borrowed word for our courts now. Everything, abuse. Old Telugu movies or Hindi movies you'll see, I'm just for the sake of, I'm not saying you have to do that, but I'm saying, old Telugu movie, there'll be one woman who will be will be torturing her daughter-in-law. And the father-in-law will be sitting and watching. Whole movie. At the last, he will give a pat, he'll give her. And then she will, ये काम मुझे पहले करना चाहिए था. पूरा मूवी नहीं होता उसमें. है कि नहीं? Is that abuse? Controversial statement. है कि नहीं? या फिर father-in-law is creating problem and Mataji is sitting and watching. ये क्या कर रहा है मेरा? At the end she gives a Mahakali route to that fellow. Nonsense you are doing with your family. हो गया movie. है कि नहीं? Is that abuse? No. Correcting each other is not abuse. It is needed. You think we are all great people who should not be corrected? How many here feel that it should not be corrected? Lift your hand. Now you will not live. But everybody deep inside feels, I should not be corrected. If you cannot be corrected, then who can correct you? And can anybody live with you? My guru is there. Once two married disciples of my guru, they went to my guru saying, the lady was saying, Maharaj, I cannot live with this person anymore. And that husband was telling, Maharaj, I cannot live with this Mataji anymore. I cannot live with her anymore. We cannot tolerate each other. And this woman was saying, Maharaj, I cannot see his face. I cannot tolerate him. And the person is saying, I cannot tolerate her, I can't see her face. And the Guru was saying, I am tolerating both of you. I am tolerating both of you. Learn to tolerate. Learn to forgive. Love means forgiveness. Love means forgiveness. Love is equal to forgiveness. If you can't forgive, better don't marry. Better don't ruin somebody else's life. Or prepare yourself for that. Because that is where Krishna consciousness starts. Gratitude, forgiveness. Gratefulness and forgiveness. These are the principles that Krishna is teaching. As you go forward, Krishna is going to speak about Varnashrama. He's going to say, who is a Brahman? Who is a Vaishya? Who is a Shudra? And he'll tell the qualities. And we all have to imbibe. Who is a Sadhu? Sadhu means who? Means who can imbibe forgiveness. Right? And who is a yogi? Who is a yogi? The one who can forgive. The one who can forgive. What yoga are you practicing if you can't forgive others? These definitions you never heard, right? Yoga means what? Sans roko, maro. That is Ashtanga yoga. But there are 8 yogas, 8 yoga. Right? In that, Ashtanga yoga is one of them. Ultimate is Samadhi. But all these are for what? To make us, to purify us. Krishna is telling, this is the best yoga book, Prabhus. You don't need to go and buy any yoga book. As you go forward, next chapter is what? Ashtanga yoga. Right? He's going to tell what is the purpose of yoga? To purify yourself. To purify yourself is the purpose of yoga. Yeah? So he's saying yogi means the one who can control without attachment his body, his mind, his senses, everything. We'll do just one more. What is the time, bro? We'll have to stop. 10? Huh? 10? Is all your watches are correct only? I don't know. I'm feeling very hungry. Okay. Text 10. Text 12. See, I'm feeling hungry. Another indication. Yukta karma phalam tyaktva shantim apnoti naishtikim ayukta kama karena paleshakto nivadyate. The steadily devoted soul attains unadulterated peace because he offers the result of all activities to me. Whereas a person who is not in union with the divine, who is greedy for the fruits of his labor, becomes entangled. Very nice. So Lord Krishna is explaining here that a person who is devoted to me is not attached to the results and is not attached to anything, including the activity that he performs. But the person who is not in union with me will automatically become entangled. See, तुम्हारा घर किसका है? भगवान का है, नहीं मेरा है. The moment you say मेरा घर मेरा है, हो गया. You have to come back into the house like a lizard. Simple. Whatever you are attached, you will come back and get it, na? See, you will die. So many people will come and cry. You are standing there, मेरा flat. I wanted to enjoy this. Just yesterday only I cleared my home loan. I wanted to enjoy, now only I died. What is this? It's not fair. I'll keep be attached to that flat. What will happen next? Your body will be burnt. Your soul will come back as a lizard. And your son will beat that lizard with a stick. Then you'll come back like a snake around this area. वो slum में वहाँ snake की तरह घूमोगे. Flat को देखते रहोगे ऐसे. Somebody will beat that snake. Then you'll come back like a dog. Then security will beat that dog. But who is that person? He's the owner of flat 501. वो कुत्ता कौन है? 501 का ओनर है. लेकिन वो यहाँ कुत्ते की तरह आ रहा है. क्योंकि वो उस पे अटैच्ड है. Simple. When we do Graha Pravesh, what does the Brahmana say? This house belongs to Krishna. Sarvam Krishnarpa. क्या बोलते हैं? But that we forget. वो ब्राह्मणा बोलते रहो. नारियल फोड़ो, ब्राह्मणा को भेजो. उसके बाद घर मेरा 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 मेरा, क्या होगा उसके बाद? यू विल बी हैप्पी इन दैट हाउस? नो, यू कैनॉट बी हैप्पी इन दैट हाउस. The house already has 20 walls inside. You can't see your children only half the time. Doors are closed, right? The only room that doesn't have a door or a wall is a kitchen, thankfully. Right? Every other room is locked. Husband and wife in 2 different rooms. Bachcha तीसरे room में. Parents don't exist. In-laws are already dead. What is that house? Is there happiness? Huh? And there is no God in that house. Where is the God? Some corner. ऐसे जगह पे रखो ना मैं तुझे देखूंगा तो ना तू मुझे देखेगा. तू मेरे सामने मत रहे. Don't be in front of me. I should keep God in such a way, such a place that He will never see me, I will never see Him. Once in a day, 10 minutes. రకరకాల పూజలు వచ్చినాయి మధ్య, డిఫరెంట్. हो गया पूजा. You be happy, I am happy. That's all. Isn't it? Where is God in your life? And how can you be happy in that house? How can you be happy there? And what did you promise in the beginning when that Brahmana was bringing inside? All the mantras that he was chanting? What did he chant? This house will be used in service of God. Remove the vastu. Clean up the vastu. Clean up the doshas. All the, bad energies. Go outside. For what? So you can worship God in that house. What is the first vratam you did in that house? Narayana vratam. Isn't it? You didn't do your vratam, right? Sridhar Reddy vratam. Did you do that? No. You did Narayana vratam. Why? This house is yours, Baba. The person, Krishna is telling here, the person who is not devoted to me is entangled in this world. Is entangled in this world. And he'll come back here again and again and again and again and again and again and again. And he'll suffer here again and again and again and again and again and again. And even while living in this world, he'll not be happy. He cannot be happy. Can you be happy in that house? Huh? This house is mine. ये balcony मेरा है. बोलते हैं नीचे से एक सिगरेट फूके बोल के, वो धुआं ऊपर आएगा. धुआं ऊपर आते क्या होगा नेक्स्ट? टेलीग्राम में मैसेज. अभी नया मैसेज आएगा, MC इसका कुछ करो. अभी तक, right? Whatever, right? You're complaining. Whole life is complaining only. Why you're complaining? Because you think it is yours. I'm not saying you should not. See, you should have some attachment to your house, but don't be so attached that you forget yourself. That you think house only is everything, properties only are everything. Don't be. Use that house in Krishna's service. I'll tell you one thing. In my house, as soon as you enter, you'll see Krishna pictures. I don't know how many of you. Even in your house, you might keep. It's a very good thing to do. Because as soon as somebody enters, he'll feel this house belongs to Krishna. He'll leave his chappal outside. Once I called some urban club person. He was a Muslim. As soon as he came into my house, immediately he left his shoes outside and he came inside. He had to do some work just nearby in the hall. Never a person will enter the house with his shoes or with ill attitude when you have God's pictures in the house. When you show the presence of God in the house. In my office cabin, who came yesterday to my office? Did you see my cabin? You didn't see. But I wantonly do that. What do? I had HR and finance, right, for that company. So I have a Bhagavad Gita in my room. I have a Krishna picture in my room. I have a Gomata, in my room. And as soon as somebody enters, and 2-3 people told me that, sir, can we have this discussion outside your room? My boss also came. He was very angry with me. Lakshman, come outside. I need to talk to you. No, you tell me here, no? तेरे को चिल्लाना है मेरे को. I can't do in this room because we have kept all these things. It makes a difference. Right? Nobody uses bad words in the room. Because there is Krishna there is a Bhagavad Gita here. Why will you use bad words? It's consciousness that changes, Prabhus. So keep Krishna in your life and automatically you'll become good and you'll also make others good. So, here is saying, He is saying that the steady devoted soul attains unadulterated peace because he offers the result of all activities to me, whereas a person who is not in union with the divine, who is greedy for the fruits of his labor, becomes entangled. Entangled means suffering. Entangled means suffering. Don't be attached to your children also too much. You have not bought the future of your children. You are only here to guide your children. That's all. Right? Guide your children. If you are too attached, then you will suffer. You want them to become something. Right? You want them to be some way. It's not going to work. Text 13. Sarva karmani manasa sanyasyaste sukham vasi navadvare pure dehi naiva kurvan nakarayan. When the embodied living being controls his nature and mentally renounces all actions, he resides happily in the city of 9 gates. The material body neither working nor causing work to be done. We'll end with this shloka. We'll continue next week. But here Lord Krishna is saying, when the embodied living being controls his nature and mentally renounces all actions, meaning what? He is not acting for his own benefit, he is acting on behalf of God. Then he can be happy in the city of 9 gates. What is the city of 9 gates? Your body, Baba, you have 9 gates. You know, right? We all have 9 gates through which the soul enters and the soul leaves. Right? You will be happy in the body of 9 gates if you become a devotee. If you become a devotee. And you recognize that this body is also not yours, it is given to you. Okay? So, we'll continue this discussion next week. Actually, next week is Rath Yatra. We will not have a class. Because next week, Saturday morning, we have Rath Yatra in Vihanga. Saturday evening in Krishe. Sunday morning in Avatar. Sunday evening in Aparna. And Sunday evening also in Shamshabad Nakshatra Society. And in Alien Society. And in the morning in some another society. We are doing 10 Rath Yatras. Right, Haribol. Yes, in all these societies. Why we are doing? Can you tell why we are doing Rath Yatra? To let God see everyone. Yes. And you are serving in the process. Will God be happy? Yes, He will be happy. So let's do Rath Yatra. I request you all to give your time next weekend. If your relatives come home, bring them to Rath Yatra. If your friends come home, bring them to Rath Yatra. Just make sure they all are attending and you are attending without any other engagement. There are many Rath Yatras. You can also come to Vihanga Rath Yatra. You can also come to Avatar Rath Yatra. Let's do so many Rath Yatras. Let's take Jagannath one after the other, one after the other. And please contribute for the Rath Yatras. We are in need of funds. I'm sure they all will come, be part of it. Okay? So I'll send the link individually also to everyone in the group. And I also sent in the group, there is a Excel file. There is Chakrapani Prabhu, our finance minister. So it will go into his account and he will use that funds for making payments towards the Rath Yatra. At the end, I will show the account of how much came, how much went. And we'll use it remaining for Annadanam in our satsangs. Yeah? Any questions? Thoughts? And there is a children Rath Yatra also, by the way. There are 2 Raths. There is a big Rath and there is a small Rath. Right? So Jay and Vijay of that Rath are sitting there. Hare Krishna. So please come, everybody pull the Rath. Let's all dance in front of the Rath. Let's have a nice kirtan in front of the Rath. And let's worship Lord Narsimha that He removes all the obstacles in our service to Krishna, in our service to Him. We're singing Narsimha Arti. Okay? We'll wrap up. Yes, Prabhu, you have a question.
When you spoken to Arjuna, what is the time frame Krishna spoke?
It is explained. Prabhu's question is, how long was Gita spoken? I have heard close to 1 hour, 40 minutes or 1.5 hours. This is what I have heard.
So
Yeah.
what were the others doing when, like,
Everything was put to standstill. Everything. Everybody. The whole Lord Krishna says, I am explaining this knowledge to you because you're not envious of me. Nobody else has heard this before, and nobody will. So when Krishna was speaking Bhagavad Gita, only Arjuna was hearing. And including Devatas, including Vayu, Varuna, Agni, everybody were put into some kind of a moratorium. Nobody will function anything, only Krishna will. And we got to hear Gita when? On the 11th day, when Sanjaya revealed it to Dhritarashtra. That is how we got the Bhagavad Gita. Understand? That is why we celebrate Gita Jayanti on the 11th day of Margashira Mas. War started on the first day of Margashira Mas, isn't it? Now, if war started on the first day of, when was Gita spoken? On the first day of the war. So we should celebrate Gita Jayanti on the first day of Margashira Mas, but we celebrate on the 11th day. Because 11th day, the recording started, the playback started. And that is when Gita got revealed to everybody. Hare Krishna. Gita was spoken for 1.5 hours. Arjuna heard in 1.5 hours and he surrendered. Even now, after 5,100 some years, people are still struggling to understand all the chapters of Bhagavad Gita, right? Even though we are so intelligent, but we can't understand because it needs devotion, which Arjuna had. Arjuna was a great devotee. Bhaktosmi sakacheti, Krishna says. The only person who can understand Bhagavad Gita is a devotee, not a scholar, not a Sanskrit expert, not a great Vidwan. The only person who can understand Bhagavad Gita is a devotee. And Krishna says, Bhaktosmi sakacheti. In 4th chapter it says. Then only you can understand Bhagavad Gita. That's why in 1.5 hours you could understand Bhagavad Gita. We are sitting here for the last 7 months. I don't know. Still in the 5th chapter. And I don't know, I always say that I'll finish the chapter. I don't know which day I'll finish. But chapters are taking more time. Let's sing Narshingarti. Namaste Narasimhaya. भक्ति विघ्ननाश नरसिंह देव भगवान की, श्री लक्ष्मी नरसिंह स्वामी भगवान की, भक्त शिरोमणि प्रहलाद महाराज की, ऐसी भक्ति वेदांत स्वामी श्रील प्रभुपाद की, श्रील गुरुदेव की, भगवद गीता ग्रंथ की, मयोम कृषि भगवद गीता सत्संग अटेंडिंग डिवोटीज की, निताय गौर प्रेमानंद और महाप्रसादम की जय। महाप्रसादे गोविंदे नाम ब्राह्मणे वैष्णवे स्वल्प पुण्यव्रतन राजन विश्वासो नैव जायते शारीरा विद्याजाल जड़ेन्द्रिय त्राहे काल जीवे फैले विषय सागरे तारा मध्य जीवहति लोभमाय सुदुर्मति ताके चेटा कठिन संसारे कृष्ण बड़दाय माय कोरी वारे जीव जाए सौ प्रसाद अन्न दिलो भाई श्री अमृत पाओ श्री राधा कृष्ण गुण गाओ प्रेमेडा को चैतन्य निताय जय निमाय जय निताय जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभो नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्त वृंद हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे श्री श्री राधा गोपी वल्लभ जगन्नाथ बलदेव सुभद्रा माई लक्ष्मी नरसिंह स्वामी निताय गौरंग श्रील प्रभुपाद प्रसादम की प्लीज accept prasadam and thank you for sponsoring prasadam like every week. Very grateful because of all your contributions we are able to continue this satsang. Thank you very much. Hare Krishna.